you know, we let them out-rebound us 20-6. So if they shoot a high percentage and then out-rebound you by 14 and we turn it over 11 times in the second half, it's going to add up. But, you know, we still had the game intact to the last 4 minutes, and then it just got away from us somehow. So hopefully we'll learn from it this week and try to get better. I will tell you this, Shorter has a fine team. And, you know, I have two of the better players in the league and probably have the best shooting guard in the country, and a girl named Katerina Martinovic. And, you know, with that being said, she really did a great job against us. But, you know, we did some good things. I mean, obviously, we've got to get better. We've got to get more. In this game, we really, our ball movement and the way we played, you know, we've got good ball movement in that situation, but our ball movement, for the most part, was not very good. We just didn't execute and do a lot of things it takes to be a really, really good basketball team, and that's kind of frustrating as a coach. You see Casey Addison again; she had a terrific game at 10 points and 6 rebounds, and did a great job on the boards and defensively for us. See here, when we execute and take open looks, you know, we're a good team. There's a nice kick out from Allison to Carrie Jo Harris, and she did a great job of knocking that down. Brooke McKinnon with a nice drive right there. You know, big thing right there is Martinovic. Late in the game, you have to get stops, and you know, we just didn't get stops. You can see them forcing a turnover right here late in the game, and there's Martinovic again with a big shot down the stretch. So, you know, we have to do a better job of protecting leads, and not so much protecting leads, but extending leads and finishing games off.
A 7-point loss for the Lady Flames, 70-63 to Shorter College, as the Lady Flames shared top honors. Katie Nelson was 16, Lucina was 16, and Nelson also added 8 boards and a couple of block shots. Now, from here we go where for the Lady Flames? Well,
we've got 2 games. We've got to figure out a way to bounce back this week. We have Reinhardt College coming in here. We have 2 home games this week, so we need to protect our home court again. You have Reinhardt and we have Southern Poly Tech coming in, and Southern Poly is probably the hottest team in the league outside of Shorter. So it's a big week for us. We don't want to fall any further behind Shorter now that we're a game behind them, and they've got to win on our home court. So we need to hold serve this week and see what happens.
Well, Coach, good luck. Have a good week.
Thanks.
Stay with us. We'll be back with more Inside Lee University basketball right after this.
At Skyridge Medical Center, we believe every moment is important. That's why, whatever you encounter on the road of life, Skyridge Medical Center will be there for you and your family. You can count on our experienced, dedicated staff to provide quality health care and the advanced medical technology you need, so you don't miss one special moment. Skyridge Medical Center, your hospital for a lifetime.
He never did tell me we might be alone.
How did she always make it look so easy?
Sometimes you just need someone to talk to. We offer support groups to help with grieving or just talking and sharing. These support groups are another of our commitments to you.
At Jim Rush Funeral Homes, we believe life is worth remembering with compassion and respect. We will continue this tradition that has set us apart for so many years. Jim Rush Funeral Homes, it's all about life. North Ocoee and Wildwood Chapels.
Bain's Business Machines has been the #1 distributor for quality office products in the Tennessee Valley since 1976. We have copiers, color copiers, cash registers, calculators, printers, faxes, and Latham time clocks. We also feature a full line of office furniture with desks, module panels, workstations, chairs, file cabinets, and much more. Come check out our new showroom at 770 Stewart Road with an even wider range of office equipment to help your business grow. Bain's Business Machines.
Time now for our Eye on Lee Athletics. Coach Henry Moyo and the Lee Flames soccer team graduated last year's NAIA Player of the Year in men's soccer, but they still won the SAC tournament and still went back to the national tournament as well. Here's more now on our Eye on Lee Athletics.
I knew that at the end of 2007, with the success we had had, that it was obviously going to be very difficult, extremely difficult to replace 2 or 3 players that had been standouts on our program. And in our recruiting, we were very determined to not so much look for the same players like Ricardo, Stanley, and Joe, but to find players that were going to come and fill those gaps with their own talent and skills. We knew that we were going to be extremely young, but we were looking again for versatility in terms of player abilities. So we brought in a large squad of freshmen, a large squad of very, very talented guys that we wanted to mentor and to build, and also to help bring their talent to bear on our program, which had been known nationwide to be very successful. We're still a very successful program. We started off slow. The season was extremely slow at the beginning, again because we had young players. They were new, but they were gelling together. Halfway through the season, we knew that we were winning games and losing some games. We went through a stretch of the season where we were losing games to big teams by 1 goal. And we knew we were very close. We knew we were competitive. We knew that we could play and when we belonged to that level with all the other big teams in the nation. So down the stretch, we went back into the conference tournament, and we knew that this was it. And my emphasis halfway through the season, all the way towards the beginning of the conference tournament, was, guys, we have to be extremely patient with ourselves. We have to understand that we are good. We just need lady luck to be on our side. And I know that a lot of the times the guys would repeat, would finish my statements even before I finish them by saying, we need lady luck, we need lady luck. So we knew that we were going to do something, and we said, let's open a new chapter, conference tournament. This is what we're shooting for. We're in it. The odds are against us. We're number 6 in the conference, but we're not done yet. We're not finished. We're not dead. And we prepared ourselves to win the conference tournament. Not just to finish in the tournament, but we prepared ourselves to win it. So when we faced Barry again, and I said to my guys, we have never beaten Barry on their field. One of my senior players looked at me and said, Coach, things change every year. We'll get them. And that was all we needed, that confidence, that drive. And showing up, we went to Barry and we beat them on their field.
Well, coming up next week here on Inside Lee University Basketball, we'll have highlights from 3 games from the Flames and 2 more for the Lady Flames, as well as both teams jump into conference action full steam ahead. We'll also have a look at the outstanding season that the women's volleyball team and Coach Andrea Hudson had here at Lee University, going to the national tournament as well. All that and more next week, so be sure and join us.